What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices, go on over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me and Tino, all the grades. Plus, you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop. Plus, for the best lines, and most importantly, get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my picks each and every day. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord and throw it into the chat there. We got a boatload of bets. Absolutely crushed it yesterday. Won 2.5 G's off of 7K, so pretty darn solid ROI after a bit of a rough last week before that. But yeah, up 5K on the month, up almost 60K on the year. Let's see, 59.4. So yeah, pretty much 60K. Yeah, we got a boatload of bets here. It's gonna be a show. I'm gonna try and get through it as quickly as I can, but you know what? I can only do so much. First off, Drew Holiday over 29.5 points, rebounds, assists. He's averaging well over this on the season. I think around 33 on the year. You can get this at minus 108 over at FanDuel, minus 109 over at Bet Rivers. Really like this bet. Again, he's been averaging 34. It's supposed to be a close game going up against Cleveland, sitting at a 2-point spread at the moment. I know Cleveland's not a great matchup for any position, really. But still, this number is a bit too low. Same thing with Giannis, 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. Minus 110 over at Bet Rivers, minus 109 over at Caesars. Giannis, he's been in good form recently. Not great form, but even though this isn't a solid matchup, this game is projected to be close. Anytime I can get Giannis in a close game at this number, I pretty much take it. Also rolling with the under of Giannis, 11.5 rebounds, minus 133 at Bet Rivers, minus 135 over at DK and Betway. Just tried to get more money down on it. Giannis has been hitting this under a pretty decent clip going up against the Cavs. Cavs obviously have Mobley, have Allen. They've got a lot of guys that can take away some of his boards. So rolling with the under. Darius Garland over 19.5 points, minus 108 at FanDuel, minus 110 over at Bet Rivers. Garland has been shooting the ball terribly. This is still under his season average. And while it is a tough matchup here, he's better than he's been shooting. He's only shooting around 39% this month, around 41 on the season, 46% last year. There's no reason to believe that he won't fix this. Easy over. Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points, minus 120 over at FanDuel and over at Betway and over at DK. Mitchell, he's just been incredible this year, averaging 29.5 points per game, 32.5 on the month last time I checked. So 26.5 is way too low of a number. Tobias Harris, under 2.5 assists, just a bit too high. Embiid, under 10.5 boards, averaging 9.9 on the season. What do we have projected? I think we have him projected well under that. Let's see. Embiid, I think we have him at 9.05 here. Going up against Detroit, decent chance of a blowout. Rolling with Halliburton under 18.5 points. He's been very good this year. He's been very, very good this year. You can get this minus 115 over at FanDuel, but gets an incredibly tough matchup going up against Boston. Marcus Smart defense. Decent chance of a blowout here, sitting at a 10-point spread. It's just too high. Paolo Banchero over 33.5 PRA, minus 109 at Caesars, over 32.5, minus 113 over at FanDuel. Great matchup going up against Houston. 27th ranked defensive efficiency, 11th in pace. This number is just too low. I also have this over on points, 21.5. I got that. Where did I get that? Minus 106 over at Caesars. I just think he has a massive game. The guy's too good, averaging well over this on the season and gets a plus matchup, easy over. I'm taking his under 4.5 assists, minus 137 over at Caesars, averaging 4 on the year. Just a bit too high of a number. Mo Wagner, under 7.5 rebounds, minus 117 over at Caesars, a bit too high of a number. Luka, over 30.5 points. It's a great matchup going up against Minnesota. 5 or 6 points over their implied totals, 5 or 6 points over their season average. Should be a close game. 30.5 points, easy over. Harden under 3.5 rebounds, minus 139 over at Caesars. Luka under 3.5 3-pointers made, minus 148 over at FanDuel. I assume that number has changed. It might not be worth no, minus 142. Yep, go. Still like it at that. Yeah. SGA under 6.5 assists. This one I know has changed. Let's see what it's at. I think it's at 5.5. Looks like Giddy is going to play. Yeah, it's at 5.5. Not worth it anymore, even at -125. Jalen Williams under 4.5 rebounds, -157. This was popping. Simons over 21.5 points, -111 at FanDuel, -110 over at Betway or over at DK. Simons has been solid so far this year. Hasn't been hitting this at a huge clip so far this month. What do we have projected at? Simons, we have him projected at 20.92. So we disagree with this a little bit, but solid matchup versus OKC. Dort, I assume, is going to be guarding Lillard, meaning we're probably going to get a decent uptick in usage for Simons. I like the over. Embiid under 3.5 assists, -113 over at FanDuel. Embiid's assist numbers dropped drastically with Harden in the lineup. He's been a little bit up and down with this recently, but still, I'm projected for right around 3, making this a solid under. Harden over 9.5 assists, -125 over at WinBet. Just a bad. Did I get this? I might have gotten this one wrong. There we go. Yeah, -111 sounds right. Harden over 9.5 assists. He's been crushing it since coming back from injury. Had 5 double-digit assist games in the last 8, averaging around 12 during that period. Just been crushing it on the assists. 9.5, too low of a number. Collins under 7.5 rebounds. Like I said, -111 over at FanDuel, -117 over at Caesars. Just way too high of a number here. 7.5 is too high. Trae Young under 2.5 3-pointers made, -115 over at FanDuel. Too high of a number. He's been shooting the ball terribly from deep. Like I read something. He's the 3rd worst in the league among qualified shooters this year from beyond the arc. So I'm rolling with the under. Williams under 10.5 points, -115 at FanDuel. Horford under 18.5 points, rebounds, assists, -104. Jaylen Brown, we currently have him projected for 8 rebounds. You get this over 6.5 rebounds, -113 at FanDuel, -119 over at Caesars. Like I said, we just have a massive projection here. Jaylen Brown, we have him at 8.01. Best line is over at Caesars now. Really, really like that bet. Simmons over 5.5 assists, -132 over at FanDuel, but too low of a number. And Simmons, Eric was asking about this in chat. Simmons under 9.5 points. Yeah, I took it +104. If you're taking over on points bet, I probably, or not, prize picks, I probably wouldn't do that again. You're basically getting -137 juice on everything. So yeah, not worth it. I wouldn't go with Giannis under 31.5 points. Jalen Green under 24.5 points. I haven't looked into it too much. I haven't looked into KD. Plumlee, 9.5 rebounds. I don't know. I never get him right. Lopez under 5.5 rebounds. Yes, I like that. Kyrie under 26.5 points. Not a huge fan of that one. Back to the bets. Scotty Barnes over 3.5 assists, -138 over on FanDuel. Too low of a number. Barnes can dish it out a ton. Siakam, great on the boards. What is he averaging on the season? I can't remember. But over 7.5 rebounds, -112. Too low of a number. OG Anunoby under 1.5 3-pointers made, +106 over at Bet Rivers, +106 over at FanDuel. I think that line is still there. Let me double check. OG, no, -102 now on the under. Still like it at that. Fultz over 23.5 points, rebounds, assists. This is one that I've got wrong a lot, but numbers are telling me to hit it. Fultz recently, I'm going to look up his. I mean, great matchup versus Houston. That's the main thing. But coming off a 24-point game, been a little bit up and down recently. Shot volume's been solid, double-digit shot attempts in each of the last 4. Overall, getting mid to low 30s minutes most nights here. This game should be close, sitting at a 2-point spread. And again, great matchup versus Houston. Rolling with it. Sengun under 2.5 assists, -150. I know it's a lot of juice, but sitting at like -180 most other places. I already talked about Paolo. Jaden McDaniels under 4.5 rebounds, -111 over at Caesars. Too high of a number. Really like that one. And then Lou Dort over 16.5 or over 14.5 points, -116 over at FanDuel. Let's check out Parlay IQ, see if there's anything popping there. Giannis under 10.5 rebounds. I already hit it at 11.5. So obviously like this. They're in disagreement with me on Giannis points, rebounds, assists. Mitch Rob under 19.5 PRA. Let me check where the best line is for that. I don't hate that one. Trying to figure this out. Let's see. Toronto, pulling that up. Toronto, New York. Trying to find things. There's a lot of games today. Let's see what Pinnacle has to say about it, and we'll see what the best line is for it. Mitch Rob. Best line is over at Betfred. I'm probably staying away from that one. Same thing with rebounds, points. He's been playing pretty decently recently. Game should be close. We should see low 30s minutes for him. All right, got the Embiid under rebounds. Josh Hart under points, rebounds, assists. And check that one out. That could be interesting. I don't think that was sitting out there when I was betting earlier. Let's see. Hart. I don't mind that at minus 115. Yeah, I might end up hitting that. Let's see what the points, rebounds prop is sitting at. Scrolling. Best line for points, rebounds. Yeah, you can get minus 120 over at PointsBet, but I'm going to roll it over at FanDuel because PointsBet won't be giving money down. Halliburton under 3.5 or 2.5 rebounds. I like that plus money. Again, that's a game where you might end up getting shut down. Let's see if I can find the best line for that. Looking, loading, enhance. If anyone gets that reference. Is it under or over? Over 2.5. I'm probably staying away from that one. Yeah, you can get that plus 150 over at Bet365. It's actually at plus 142 over at FanDuel right now. Still solid line. If you want to take it, won't blame you there. Jaylen Brown over 6.5 rebounds. Already hit that one. Over points plus rebounds. Don't mind that one. Edwards under 6.5 rebounds. I don't like that one. I disagree with him there. Under PRA for Edwards. Let's check out and see where that is sitting at. It's not bad. 20% projected EV. Timberwolves. There we go. Looking where the best line is. Checking what offshore thinks of it. Come on, load. It's going a little bit slow. Collins under points plus rebounds. I don't mind that. Like I said, I already hit his under on rebounds. Wagner under points plus rebounds. I just went with rebounds. If you want to go with points plus rebounds, we clearly like that quite a bit. Let's see. Simmons under points plus assists. I actually like the over on assists, so I went with the over on assists, and we like points here. Schroeder under 4.5 assists. I don't like that one. Lonnie Walker under points. I don't like that one. Plumlee under points, assist, rebounds. Apparently we like under 8.5 rebounds. So you were asking earlier, EJ, about 9.5. Apparently we like it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the show. Hope you guys enjoyed. Back again tomorrow. Dude Man Pa's hopping on with me. It's been fun. We're out of here. Later, kids.